Nehru, one of India's former prime ministers, once said that culture is the widening of the mind and of the spirit. To me, this quote shows how important and enriching culture is to an individual. We live in a big and beautiful world, and this world is divided into many pieces, and each piece contributes to the beauty of this puzzle. I believe that the best way to understand this puzzle is to understand its individual pieces. Therefore, I'm going to show you one of its pieces so you can better appreciate its beauty. Brazil is a very dear place to me. It's where I was born and raised, and I still have very strong memories of the 19 years in which I lived there. I'm going to show you that Brazil has an interesting history. Brazil has a diverse culture, and Brazil has one of the best carnivals in the world. Now let's go to my first point. Brazil interesting history. Brazil was discovered in April 23rd, 1500 by Pedro Álvares Cabral. According to the Rough Guide to Brazil, 2009, which has 3 authors, one of which has a degree in anthropology from the Cambridge University, when the Portuguese first landed in Brazil, they landed in the only place that had ritualized cannibalism in large scale. And also, Brazil achieved a peaceful independence, unlike many other countries, one example being the United States, that had to go through a war with England. Brazil didn't have to go through a war because Portugal already had plenty of trouble, and they didn't want to add a war to the troubles it was having at the time. So just let Brazil go free without a war. Also, a few interesting facts about Brazilian presidents. We had a president called Getúlio Vargas that committed suicide while still serving. We had a president called Jânio Quadros that resigned after only 7 months in the office. And the worst one, we had a president called Fernando Collor that ran a parallel government in which he schemed billions of dollars from Brazilian people. Now, I'm showing you that Brazil has an interesting history. Now let's move on to my second point, which is Brazilian diverse culture. Rio Grande do Sul is a home for many Italians. German traditions are kept alive in Santa Catarina. And according to Valco Poelsi, contributing editor of Transitions Abroad magazine since 2000, Bahia is the center of Afro-Brazilian culture. We have many people that came from Africa to Bahia over the years. Also, because of all these immigrants that came to Brazil over the time, we have a very diverse belief too. We have Catholicism. Actually, have in Brazil the largest Catholic population in the world. We have Candomblé that came from the people from Bahia and their background from Africa. It's a religion that believes in spirits. And we also have Catholicism, which is a religion that believes in reincarnation and the belief of talking to the spirits. Now, just showing you that Brazil has an interesting history, has a diverse culture. And let's move to my third and final point, which is Brazilian Carnival. Brazil has one of the best carnivals in the world. And according to the Rough Guide to Brazil, 2009, the Caribbean Carnival may prepare you a little bit, but what happens in Brazil is on a far larger scale and it lasts longer. Carnival usually happens in February, but Brazilian people get ready to Carnival from the previous Christmas. They'll start planning where they want to spend Carnival and with who they're going to spend Carnival. They don't have to worry about anything like that right before Carnival because all they want to do in Carnival is just have fun and just enjoy the moment. Also, a couple weeks before Carnival begins, people start throwing Carnival balls, and many people actually will take the week off before Carnival and the week after. The week off so they can start partying, and the week after so they can rest. And also, according to Valco Poelsi, in his book, The Rough Guide to Brazil, 2007, Carnival is a great democratic feast where social distinctions disappear. And I've seen this many times for myself, where people just go to the street throughout Carnival, and they just want to have fun. They don't care if you're rich, if you're poor. They just want to have fun. They just want to drink. They just want to dance. They just want to flirt. They don't worry about anything, no class distinctions, where you came from. Carnival is all about fun. It's hard to describe such a vast place as Brazil, such a vast country as Brazil, by just showing you that Brazil has an interesting history, it has a diverse culture, and has one of the world's best carnival. I believe there is no best way to understand a culture than exploring it on your own. So I hope one day you have the opportunity to explore a culture like Brazil or another culture, because as Nehru once said, culture is the widening of the mind and of the spirit. Thank you.